Paris Saint-Germain could open a 6-point lead at the top with victory over Guingamp on Friday evening and started at a furious pace with the opening goal after 2 minutes through Edinson CAVANI. Well, Guingamp threatened briefly before Paris made it 2-0. Marco Verratti and Cavani exchanged passes before the Italian midfielder picked out Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who showed neat footwork before firing past Jonas Lossel. Incredibly, the Swedish striker scoring in just the 7th match of the season from open play. Well, Jocelyn Gourvenec was nominated for Division's Coach of the Season, but fellow nominee Laurent Blanc saw his men go into overdrive in the second half. Ibrahimovic setting up Cavani as the Uruguayan smashed in his second and PSG's third. Coupe de France holders Guingamp missed the chance to meet PSG in this year's final, maybe just as well. Ibrahimovic provider again, this time with a sensational scoop to find Maxwell at the far stick. Marco Verratti, who'll be suspended next week against Montpellier, showed his lightning speed of thought. Cavani, the beneficiary, coolly volleying home his first Ligue 1 hat-trick. Well, Guingamp lost 7-2 to Nice in week 11, but Jeremy Chaubon's clumsy challenge allowed Zlatan to better that and move to within 3 of all-time scorer Pauletta with his 8th successful penalty of the season. Well, PSG wiping out Lyon's better goal difference by hitting Guingamp for 6, with Cavani taking home the match ball. More importantly, PSG within touching distance of a 3rd consecutive Ligue 1 title. Well, Lyon needed to respond away at Caen, but came unstuck after Nicolas Benazé's cross went through the pack and into the net past the despairing Anthony Lopez. Well, that was 4 minutes before the break. But before Lyon could lick their wounds at the interval, Caen struck again. This time, no luck about Benazé's second. Brilliant run and finish, putting Caen 2 to the good. Well, Lyon were frustrated by former keeper Rémi Vercoutre, and Caen delivered the knockout blow 5 minutes from time. A brilliant ball got them away on the break, and Sloan Privé made it 3-0 to put Caen on the verge of safety. There were certainly no split loyalties for Vercoutre, as Caen effectively ended Lyon's hopes of a first title since 2008. Well, 3rd place in Champions League qualification was in the balance when Marseille hosted Monaco on Sunday night, and it was the visitors who forged ahead inside a minute. João Moutinho pouncing on a poor clearance to beat Steve Mandanda. Well, Marseille were a different beast after the break and finally found parity when Andre Ayew nodded in. Roman Alessandrini providing the assist there, and he'd pull up with the winner. OM needed the 3 points to continue their push for a podium finish, and that was thanks to Alessandrini's late winner that they recorded back-to-back wins for the first time since November, climbing above Saint-Etienne on goal difference while cutting the gap from Monaco in 3rd to 2 points with 2 to play. Saint-Etienne were looking to keep their push for a top 4 finish on track against Nice on Sunday, and Loic Perrin's first of the season got them up and running. Jeremy Clément then swung his weaker right foot and came up trumps with a first strike in 5.5 years. Certainly worth the wait. Moui Hassan was beaten for a 3rd time when Mervat Erding was set free, and he cut back to then beat the goalkeeper at his near post. Well, Nice's number 1 then punched the ball off his own defender, and Max-Alain Gradel took advantage to swing in his 13th of the season. And Kevin MONNET-PAQUET rounded off a 5-star showing to keep Le Vert very much in the hunt for Europe and possibly a podium finish. Well, Bordeaux's final match at the Stade Charbon d'Alma didn't get off to a flyer as Jordan Verreto put Nantes ahead from the spot. But only 5 minutes later, Diego Roland scored from the spot himself to level the match. Well, the Girondins were desperate not to end on a downer, and Roland was on hand once more to hit his 13th of the season and give the old stadium the perfect send-off. Well, Lens were relegated last weekend, but almost held Montpellier to a draw with just 10 men. That was until Anthony Meunier popped up with a 92nd minute winner to keep Roland Courbet's European chasers in the hunt. Lille needed to win to keep their faint hopes of a continental return on course, and Nolan redirected Djibril Sidibe's shot to give the Northerners the perfect start away to Toulouse. Well, the hosts clawed themselves back into the game on the half hour though. Jean-Daniel Akpro cut back for Wissam Ben Yedder, the striker's unstoppable shot to the top corner for his 12th of the season. Lille romped to a 3-0 victory when the two teams met in December and looked on course for another 3 points when Sofiane Boufal stooped to restore the lead. While Toulouse, flirting with relegation, found a response. Oscar Trejo scored on the breakaway, 3rd of the season, levelling the scores. Well, Toulouse hadn't won any home game after falling behind, but Martin Braithwaite's 3rd in 4 appeared to change that, and Toulouse all but safe while simultaneously ending Lille's European dreams. Well, 7 points in 3 places worse off than their hosts at kickoff. Bastia needed a win at Rennes to rubber stamp their Ligue 1 status, and they got it through ex-Rennes midfielder Gaël Danic's first for the Corsicans. Well, Metz had to win at home to Lorient to have any chance of avoiding an immediate return to Ligue 2, but were quickly behind when Mehdi Mostafa headed in. Well, Lorient's incredible 5-3 win at Marseille had reinvigorated their bid for survival, and they were in free scoring mood away from home once again as Romain Philippe-Petot made it 2-0. Lorient won their last 3 competitive meetings between the sides. They stretched that and their lead with Lamine Koné's powerful header. Jordan Ayew had a brilliant chip ruled out in the first half, but eventually grabbed his 12th of the season to all but secure Lorient's survival and condemn Metz. Well, it was a cliched relegation 6-pointer between Evian and Reims, who sat either side of the red line. David Ngog finishing off a fine move for visiting Reims to pile the pressure on Evian. The hosts responded in first half injury time. Gilles Suno will likely tell you he meant that lob. Just 3 minutes after the restart, Evian looked on course for a first win in 6, though Kossi Agassa should have done better to deny Mathieu Duhamel. However, Reims staged a late smashing grab job as Ngog got his second, a 5th goal since the turn of the year for the ex-Liverpool man, and 7th for the season. But Reims weren't finished there, and Evian were left in deep water as Ngog turned provider, breaking the offside trap, and Benjamin Mukanjo's brilliant finish sealing a second consecutive 3-2 win over Evian. Well, 36 goals over week 36 with only 2 matches with fewer than 3 goals. French fans certainly spoilt as the season draws near its conclusion. So Paris just need a point from their final 2 games to clinch a 3rd consecutive title and the chance to complete an unprecedented treble with the Coupe de France final against Auxerre. Monaco, Marseille and Saint-Etienne will fight to join them and Lyon in next season's Champions League. Well, Metz's defeat saw them officially join Lens back in Ligue 2 next season, with Evian looking favourites to follow them. They're 4 adrift of safety, although 1 of 5 sides could still be dragged down. Well, PSG can clinch the title if they avoid defeat at Montpellier. Monaco will hope to keep hold of a podium place at home to already relegated Metz, while Marseille face Lille. Saint-Etienne could be the side to send Evian down.